What's up, guys? Pat for this Land Boughton here, giving you a plant profile introduction in the garden to the California poppy. Now, this guy, typically everything I've talked to you about has been a native plant of some sort. This is not necessarily a native plant to Central Washington or Washington at all. However, it is considered native to California, obviously, southern and southeastern Oregon, and the rest of the Southwest, including Oregon, Nevada, and New Mexico. Now, the reason I have it highlighted here in this native garden setup is because this is one of those plants that is easily naturalized in this environment. And as climate change progresses, the notion of maintaining natural and native anything is sometimes a hard topic to get behind, knowing what we have to deal with and knowing that the climate's just going to be different anyway. And we need to have vegetation, period. The California poppy thrives in central Washington because of the lack of moisture, the height of sun, and how that mimics a lot of its native habitats in California and the Southwest. Now, this plant can be identified through the obvious. Its bright, vibrant, neon orange flowers, 4 petals that bloom open into a cup. At nighttime or the lack of light, they curl themselves up to shade themselves and shield themselves against the dark, and then will reopen to greet the sun like a Beatles song. You'll even see here that it's overcast now, and a lot of them have this more cup shape versus bowl, and that's a result of there not being full or large enough sun to facilitate the complete opening of the bloom. The fact that they are drought tolerant doesn't necessarily mean neglect them from water. It just means they don't need a lot. And the more water you do give them, at a certain point, it will inhibit their growth. But if they're able to get enough water to sustain themselves for longer periods of time, you'll get more blooms throughout the summer. Whereas in a more native environment, they may quit earlier. One of the other phenomenal aspects about this is its use as medicine. Now, this is where a lot of people may think, oh, poppies from Asia, opium. This is not a plant that is directly related to that plant, and it does not contain opium. Though the alkaloids within it are similar in structure, some of them are similar in structure to opium. And when used as a decoction or a tea or mixed in a 50% alcohol 1-to-1 ratio for a tincture, this is a very effective treatment for stress, insomnia, and even minor pain. It does not have a long-lasting effect in the body, and it's worth keeping in mind that if you are interested in using this plant as medicine for that, for anxiety or stress or pain, the interactions it seems to have are on serotonin receptors in the brain and GABA receptors in the brain, which help mitigate that interaction and firing between the neurons. If you are already taking, say, benzodiazepines or SSRIs or opiates for any other things, there's a high potential for negative interactions with those medications, and so it is not recommended that you use them. And in my own personal experience, having used these during more high-stress periods of my life, I have a tincture in the house. I've made it from these plants here. It's a lot stronger than I had been prepared for. I was having an anxiety attack. I took the dosage recommended by Michael Moore in Medicinal Plants of the Pacific West, and it most definitely inhibited my stress reaction, and I also took an involuntary nap for 4 hours. I easily could have halved it and maintained a day. So be careful. Just have caution, though it is extremely effective and a little more natural than some of the other drugs you may take. Talk to your doctor at the very least. And there you go. This is, if you want to have it in your garden, it is wonderful in a full sun, drought tolerant area. It does have the potential to be a prolific seeder, so seed, S-E-E-D. So be mindful of that as you plant it. It makes great medicine, though it does come with some cautions. As with all medicine, beware of interactions, and enjoy your gardening out there. Remember, whatever you do for this land, you do for everybody. Godspeed. YouTube, Pat for this Land Boughton here. YouTube, Pat for this Land Boughton here. What's up, YouTube? Question on, damn it. Oh, ow, the pain. I'm sitting down because I'm old. Particular medicine. Oh, God. I'm old. One more time. This guy. Fucking A. Got distracted. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully that was useful, informative, and educational. The book mentioned earlier in the video is this, my well-worn copy of Medicinal Plants of the Pacific West. It covers native species from southern British Columbia all the way down to northern Mexico, along with identification, preparation, and other tips and tricks to help you stay safe while managing your experience in plant medicine. Please check out the Facebook pages and the Instagram pages. If there's value to what I do for you, please become a donor and supporter on Patreon. Like, subscribe, share, and Godspeed.